So here's a big $1 million question. Jamie, what have you learned so far? What would you say are some key things that you've picked up in the 2 months that you've been in business?
How to clean, I guess, is a big
Yeah,
one.
that's a good one.
Um,
Yeah,
there's so many little things you learn, and I think I'm going to continue to learn for the onset of my cleaning career.
yeah,
People management, I think is a big one, like learning how to talk to people, communicate with customers, and
yeah,
like in training they teach you call straight away, clear communication, things like that, and it really does
yep,
work.
yep.
Even just after the first couple of weeks, I was already feeling really, really comfortable ringing people and organizing jobs and doing quotes and things like that, which was a massive thing for me, like a massive fear going into this. So for me, I'd say that's a pretty big one, like just customer communication and running a business, I guess, day to day.
Fantastic. Yep, yep. How about yourself, Raffy? What have you learned in 2 months in business?
Well, I've learned how to clean, like Jamie said as well. I would hope.
That's right.
um, what I've learned a lot about business. Like I was saying on another Zoom before, I thought I knew like a lot about business, and until you do it, then that's when you realize like all the extra things that couldn't assume about it, I suppose.
Yep,
Um,
yep,
yeah, I've learned a lot of things. I think how to quote, like how to assess a job, all that sort of stuff.
yep,
Just understanding like how long jobs are going to take, sort of thing. I've learned how to use Zero, the accounting software. I've learned how to quote. I've learned how to invoice. Definitely like increase, my people management skills.
yep,
In terms of like dealing with people, and
yep.
there's too much. There's honestly too much to list. There's so many things that I've learned from doing this, and
Yeah.
I think it's going to be extremely valuable for me into the future in whatever else I do. So
Yeah,
there's
and
a lot
that's
of
one of the big keys I've sort of seen is the lessons we learn in this, like our James business, we run on what's called an 8-step system that you guys were trained in, the 8 steps.
yeah,
Those 8 steps apply to any business. So that's one of the great things is the skills you learn in this, you apply them to any business and they're equally successful there. They're, common to all business. One of the things that people are, I find, often nervous about is, in the sales pitch of looking at buying a business, all this support gets promised and training, and then you hear horror stories of people getting into businesses and it's just not there. They don't get the support they were promised or whatever. So being totally honest and upfront, guys, how have you found, Jamie, first, the support and the training that you've received to date?
The support and training have been absolutely amazing. I speak to Alan, my business manager, like 2 to 3 times a week, some weeks, normally at least once a week, I would say, still.
Yep.
Lara helps me with accounting. She's helped me lodge my tax and everything. We usually talk once a month just before we lodge our BAS. I speak to you quite often
Yep.
as well, once a
Yep.
week pretty much since I've
Yep.
started.
Yep.
The training's been really, really good. It gave me the confidence to step out and actually do this. One of the reasons why I wanted to join a franchise was to help of actually being able, because I've never run a business before. I've run kitchens and things like that, but I've never run my own business.
Yep.
Um, and it's definitely scary, but that's, one of the reasons why you have people like you and Alan and Lara
Yeah.
in place to help us along the journey. And
Yeah.
the support's been there from the beginning. I'm the only one here in my area too. The closest person's probably 2, 3 hours away from me, but I
Yeah.
don't feel like there's no one here. I feel like, it's
Yeah.
just a phone call away. I need to speak to someone.
That's fantastic. Thanks. And for yourself, Rafi, how did you find the training and support today? Has it met your expectation?
It's definitely my expectations. Yeah, I've had a lot of support. I think definitely have not been left in the dark. I have constant support from Alan, like Jamie was saying. Lara's at my disposal if I need her for accounting. We've spoken a few times. We've done some Zooms. She's helped me out with lodging my GST and like my BAS, like Jamie was saying, and all that stuff. So, and, you and me speak every now and then, I guess. And I know you're available, for me to pick up the phone anytime I need to, and you'd
Yeah.
answer the phone, we can speak. So, I
Yeah.
definitely feel like there's a lot of support there. Yeah, so like when you know, obviously starting a business, like you're not going to have work straight up, and like you got to do some marketing, and you know, there's a you know, you can expect that you're not going to be extremely busy from the get go, but always through my emails, I was saying how Joe's always sent me like you know, one flare ads in my area for me, people for me to contact. So they're basically like, out searching for me to get work in the background, as well
Yeah,
as me doing my own marketing, and like that's not something you have like if you're on your own, definitely
yeah,
not.
yeah, exactly. Yep.